Hello, everyone. Welcome to my podcast of a podcast. I'll be podcasting a podcast simulcastingly, if that's a word. Let me get this shit started. Crack open a beer and let's get this shit going. Hope everybody's doing alright during this COVID-19 BS. Make sure my microphone levels are good. Okay. Tonight on the podcast on podcasting, the host named Hillbilly Hefner is triggered over the coronavirus. Canola Crayola virus. Might as well add some humor to this situation. Best way to get through a shitty situation like this is humor, loud music, beer. Oh, the name of the podcast I'm podcasting tonight is called Guy Talk. That's why I cracked open a beer. Set the mood. So, I'm gonna go ahead and mute the mic, put on some bumper music, and wait for the podcast to go live. The podcast on my podcast. Please stand by. Please stand by. Still waiting. Show starting now. On with the show. Thanks for tuning in.
Welcome to Guy Talk. Where are you, Dustin?
Welcome to Guy Talk.
That's actually pretty good. I like that.
We can't even fucking coordinate that shit. How the fuck are we going to coordinate that?
Oh, I could have. I just didn't want to.
Such a dick.
Yes.
Horsepower or something. They completely redo it, and they have it trademarked. It's the Ford Velociraptor, and it's fucking fast. It ain't got nothing on the Shelby F-150 though, but you know, it's all good. Oh, I gotta share the show. Let me share the show.
It's all good.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm just looking at trucks.
Okay. What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Hillbilly Hefner, and this is motherfucking Guy Talk. As you can tell, we're joined by my good friend, and I guess he would be the CEO of the Mac Attack Show, Dino Mac. What the fuck is going on, Dino?
Well, my finger hasn't went through the toilet paper yet.
Hey, that's good. Also joining us tonight is the infamous Coach Ty. Did I get that right? That is what we're calling him now, right? Coach Ty?
Coach Ty.
Coach Ty. What's going on, Ty?
What's up, man?
Oh.
You know, it's a Friday. Got to work Saturday, Sunday. So, just the other day.
Outstanding. So everybody had a good week then, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
I found out the only people that drive Wranglers, Jeep Wranglers, are hookers.
Really?
Yep.
And why is
Don't
that?
tell
I know.
my wife that. She really
I know.
wants one.
I know. Well, you know, your wife, Mrs. B, is no hooker.
No.
Just remember, though, you can be replaced, Coach.
Probably pretty easily, to be honest with you.
Nah,
This is true.
you're.
I mean, you
Just so
do
you
have
know.
some qualities. You do have some qualities that I'm sure she, you know.
Yeah, I make a paycheck, help keep the house up a little bit.
Now, if she could
Got a
just
big
get you to
dick.
clean up dog shit, then you would be
That
a
ain't
fucking
gonna
man.
Raptor.
That ain't gonna happen.
You got a Ford Raptor?
I do
No?
not.
You suck.
Wish I did.
Yeah,
Already
dude, we
got
should get
people-
Raptors together.
Already got people on the chat boards. We got J.O. What's up, fellas? Going on, J.O. Samantha said, what's up, fuckers? Hi, Samantha. Daryl
Nice for joining us, Samantha.
Daryl Hilton says, Sup.
little advice: anybody that owns a vehicle with a sunroof, don't open it. Just leave it closed.
There's two kinds of sunroofs, right? Sunroofs that are going to leak and sunroofs that do leak.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is
All the
very.
Raptors come with them. Come on, Ty. Me and you. Let's get a Raptor. Okay, I'll get
What
one.
is
You
your
get
okay? What is your fucking obsession with this goddamn Ford Raptor? We've heard about it on the fucking Pipeline Lunchtime show. Now we're hearing about it now.
Don't play
Good
that shit
God,
anymore.
man! Take out the fucking loan and go buy the son of a bitch.
I don't have to take out a loan to buy it. I'll just buy it.
Okay, go buy it then.
It's a Ford Raptor. Grr, stay fierce.
It's a piece of shit, but you go buy one.
I'll tell you what looks really good. The blacked out package of the fucking Laramie 1500 Dodge Laramie. Oh, that thing is fucking sweet.
You know what's going to look really good when that
What's
fucking tow truck is backed up to your Ford Raptor, hauling it down the fucking road. That's what's going to look real good.
I highly doubt that.
Just saying. Oh shit!
Just so you know, if you're looking for another truck that's not too bad, I guess 2020 here, Ford is coming back out with the Ranger. It's actually going to be a mid-size truck now.
Yeah, the Ford's got the fucking the King Ranch edition of the Ranger, and it's pretty tits. But see, the problem with that, dude, is they're all pushing the V6, the fucking 2.0 liter, 2.3 or 2.6 liter something fucking EcoBoost. The Ford, they put those in the new Raptors too, the V6s, and they're pieces of shit. If you have a truck and it doesn't have a V8 in it or bigger, go home. Just go home.
Mine's got a V6 in it right now.
No.
My work truck's got a V10.
The new Ford Ranger is a 2.3 liter 4-cylinder.
Oh, the Rangers. Well, but which package? Which package?
Let's see here. I'm trying to figure that one out because it doesn't really say much here.
The Rangers do look good though. The Rangers look awesome, actually.
It's the Ford Ranger Super Cab.
Super Cab. Oh, it's only a 2-door. You got to get the. I think the King Ranch.
They have the Super Crew.
Super Crew.
Super
That's
Crew.
That's what you want.
That's the 4-door Ranger. But it's still only a 4-liter, it looks like. No, they have in the XL 4-wheel drive. That's a 6.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, that EcoBoost. I don't know why Ford pushes that so much, but whatever. You see the Mustang Mach-E that they came out with? Fucking.
The what?
It says the Ford Mustang Mach-E. It's like supposed to be electric.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
And
like
it says it's going
Harley
fast.
coming out with the electric motorcycle.
Yeah. Are they? I mean,
They
you
are
know more
dead.
about Oh my God.
The thing makes no fucking noise whatsoever.
Yeah, how can that be a Harley?
It's
That's
Harley.
not a Harley. You know what? You might as well just have the little stop and go pedal on the foot, like you have for all these little babies. It's not a Harley. If it doesn't make noise, it doesn't rumble, you can't hear it coming from a mile away. It's not a Harley.
I'd agree with that. Agree with that. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be a snobby Harley owner, but I'm just telling you, that's what Harley is known for, is to be loud. You know, you put the pipes on it to make it even louder.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even look like a Harley. It looks like a sports bike or a crotch rocket, in a way.
Yeah. Come on. I'm looking at it right now. Seriously? Seriously?
That's what they come up with. This is, and if you watch YouTube videos of it, and you listen to the sound, it just, that's all it does.
It's a fucking bee coming at you. It's a wasp. The Harley wasp.
You might as well ride a freaking moped. I'm going to make fun of you riding that just as much as I'm going to make fun of you riding a moped.
Yeah.
I will.
Well, you know why guys like to ride mopeds, don't you?
Because they can't drive their cars because they have a DUI in Indiana.
Well, that's one, but guys that ride mopeds, they like to ride mopeds because they like to feel the wind on their vaginas.
Right. Gotta let that come in through there.
Gotta let that sumbitch, air out.
Cross breathe.
Daryl Hilton on the chat board says, the electric Harley you don't hear coming when it slips on grass trimmings.
Right? Isn't that the truth?
That's true.
That ain't no shit. Wasn't Ford supposed to be coming out with the Ford Bronco?
Yes, as a matter of fact. It's supposed to compete with the Jeep Wrangler.
Nice.
But don't know how well that's going to be because, dude, I looked at a 1972, was it? Was it 72? No, it wasn't. It had to be a 92? I don't know, but I was looking at the Broncos, right? Motherfucker had it for sale for $80,000, completely redone.
They were crazy. They were pretty good vehicles.
They were versatile. Yeah, Broncos were awesome. OJ put it to the test, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. That white Bronco really got to work out.
Yeah, that definitely took a ride. It if that Bronco could talk, it'd be interesting to know what he was saying in the back seat of that motherfucker as it was going down the road.
Well, it's kind of weird because you're looking at the if I'm looking at some of these mock-up, right, and the Ford Bronco really looks like it looks like a Ranger body style, right? But it's got the old looking Ford front, that flat nose.
Yeah.
Kind of front to it, which I like it. I think it's kind of cool. But it looks like it just has a freaking camper shell on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the older style look.
And it's just a 2-door.
Oh, weren't the Broncos back in the day just a 2-door?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had a couple 4-doors. They had a couple 4-doors too, but I think that
let's see.
I'm looking it up right now.
Are you doing the 20 or 21?
OJ's was a 2-door. I was trying to see if it was a 4-door.
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
Have you seen the 2021 Ford Broncos? They look like a Jeep. I mean, that almost looks like a Jeep Liberty, except it's 2-door instead of 4.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I'm just saying they need
I don't
to go
like
back
that
to
because
the
if you're
old
going to
style.
do Jeep.
Yeah, but they made it look like a Jeep. It's even got it. Oh, is this one of them? As I say, it almost it's even got round headlights like a Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at it right now. I don't know. To each their own.
Yeah. Different strokes for different folks.
Right. Oh, man.
I tell you one thing. I'm not going to Chicago, Illinois to buy no Raptor. Fuck you.
Why not?
This is COVID. COVID's everywhere.
Hey, you looking for a Ford? I think there's going to be one out this airport I'm working at. It's going to be getting towed and probably auctioned off pretty soon because it's got a paper plate that expired in 2017 on it. It hasn't moved the entire time we've been working.
Holy shit. Yeah, I'd say that's a little past its due date.
There's a van down the way, a little bit parked down a little bit further that has a flat tire on it and has a mourning dove nest right on the freaking windshield.
Nice.
I'm like, how long have these vehicles been sitting here? You know,
long enough.
Can you
imagine? Can you imagine how much they're going to have to pay for the parking on that? I mean, some of those airports they charge you $20 a week.
What they're going to do is they're gonna consider them abandoned vehicles. The police will impound them and then sell them in an auction.
I don't know, man. That's probably some kind of secret agency's vehicle that they're.
Dude, it's Indianapolis. It's probably an abandoned, stolen vehicle, anyways.
Or it's got a dead body in the back.
I mean, it's Indianapolis. I wouldn't put it past it.
That's what I'm saying. It's freaking Indy. You never know.
All right. I mean, there's a reason why they want us out there when they're doing all the big excavation on the highways, so that if we find a body, we can report it.
Yeah. Well, and that's a big thing. Like right now, since we're all on lockdown, let's do your road construction now. Let's get it done, get it out of the way.
I'm trying, but the thing is, people still bitch about it now.
I love that picture that you posted. It's Chris Farley. He's like, for the love of God, please do the road construction now. It's good
this
stuff.
fucking stay-at-home order is bullshit, man.
You think?
There's nobody staying home, and everybody's essential. Everybody is. It's Riddick.
Riddick. Great movie.
We did that so that we wouldn't, get sick and die. Because we were supposed to hit, 2.2 million American deaths by, Sunday?
Something like that.
Just saying, we better get the fuck on it then, because we are way fucking behind.
You want to know what's also cool about a Ford Raptor?
Oh, God. Regale us.
Please. I so want to know what more I could possibly find out about this Ford Raptor.
Mm-hmm.
It makes women's panties get wet.
Speaking of panties get wet, did you see that thing I sent you yesterday, Bill?
God, I don't even remember if they...
Make it go...
Oh, yeah. That's fucking nuts. Jesus.
Ty always has something.
So wrong.
Like something.
That's, yeah. That's fucked up.
I don't want my Raptor to have the cover on it in the back. This says Raptor. You can get that graphic delete, Fuck all that.
Nobody even gives two fucks about this Ford Raptor, bro. Just filling you in on that. I mean, I know you like it, but nobody else gives a fuck about your Ford Raptor.
It's my dream truck.
And you've made that very, very well known over the past couple weeks.
The Dodge Ram 1500 Laramie Blacked Out Edition is fucking awesome. It's just fucking awesome. It doesn't keep the value, but it's still fucking cool. Like looks like Kit Knight Rider.
Does it have the little red light that goes back and forth?
No, but I'm going to put it in it. Troy said that I'd be stupid if I did that, but fuck him.
Troy seems to think a lot of shit that you do is stupid.
I don't care. I think a lot of shit that he does is stupid.
But he's a welder, right?
He's a welder. Doesn't matter.
Isn't the welder always right?
Nope.
Isn't that like your guys' motto?
You want to know who's right? God. God is right. More people need Jesus.
You need Jesus.
I would agree with that.
Holy shit. Where's the Tylenol?
You want to know what is always right too? I'll
What?
tell you. Pussy. Pussy's always right. Guarantee it. Because when it's not right, you don't get none of it.
Daryl Hilton said, Dean, I'll get you the Raptor if you buy BA 983 Black Trans Am.
No.
Oh, buy
No.
me a. He said B, but I'm assuming it's me.
He wants me to buy him kit, and there's no way I can do it.
Hey, man, if it gets you a Raptor, just saying.
I want to see how he's going to get me a Raptor. I want to put the engine in it to make it a Velociraptor. Have claws coming out. Rawr. Stay
Okay.
fierce.
On to better topics. Because that's just fucking stupid. Dean be driving down the road, his fucking Velociraptor, Ford Velociraptor, be slashing tires as it goes down the road.
You won't see my Velociraptor because it'd be a fucking blur.
Actually, if it was a true Velociraptor, it would be hunting in a pack, and you wouldn't even see the attack come.
Ty. I think Ty's going to get one with me.
No, he's not.
Come on,
Ty's
Ty.
got a truck.
Come on.
Ty's got a truck. Ty's got a Chevy Silverado.
Oh, Silverado.
It's the one
Hey,
that's got
Silverado.
it's got the
Hey.
one that has the plates that have been expired since 2017.
Dude.
No, that's a
Dude,
Ford.
have you seen the Chevy Silverado, the Chevy Silverado, what is it, the Colorado Combat Trail or Trail Boss or whatever the fuck? That motherfucker is tight. It's a good looking truck.
Got a 2017 Chevy Silverado made with twin bulldozer engines. Even comes with free beer.
And 4 hookers.
Have you never seen Have you ever seen Emery King stuff?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Have you ever seen an elephant fly?
Yes, I have. I've watched Dumbo.
Oh, that's... Uh-oh. I got a
Uh-oh.
message
What
from
happened?
the zombie.
Oh, message from the
Just telling you,
zombie.
shut the hell up. It's too loud.
Pretty much what I did. Told him to shut the hell up. You know, I just really hope that we come off of this lockdown by July 4th so we can celebrate our freedom.
Yeah.
So to
Freedom.
speak.
You guys coming down to the campground to celebrate your freedom with us?
Well, that depends if we're allowed, travel ban and all. Is it essential?
Well, yeah, it
Not
is.
essential.
I
It
mean,
is
I would think
essential.
it's essential. But,
See, here's the thing. Everything is essential at some point in time. Because, look, like they say, anybody can eat a large pizza by themselves, depending on how depressed they are. Right?
Right?
that's true.
Visiting people is essential at some point in time, because if I don't visit people eventually here, I'm going to fucking kill somebody. Because I need to be able to go to a campfire, drink beer, and vent so that I don't take it out on people at work.
I would give that
See what I'm saying?
I'd give that a second. So do we want to get into this topic tonight, or should we choose a different night to get into this?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I just didn't know if anybody was feeling it or not, because it's so goddamn stupid that I don't know.
You almost don't want to do it. You know what I mean?
I almost don't, because it isn't going to make a damn bit of difference. You know what I mean? Like
Big ass steak. Yeah, we need a big ass steak.
Big ass-
Campfire, big ass steak, couple beers. Maybe,
Some
who
chai.
knows? Maybe even pull the old weed whacker out and make up some margaritas and some good shit in the blender there. And we call them the weed whackers down there because they're a little louder at night. But yeah, sounds like a great plan to me.
only if you're going to have some shine.
Dude, you've been to the campground. You know that we have shine there. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that is a
Dangerous.
a non-start point if you don't.
Dangerous. That's the only. I told you then when I first came down and tried the shine. I'm telling you now, my opinion has not changed. It is dangerous.
I'll
It's
tell you what.
good, but it's dangerous.
Some of that stuff we've had since last year, it's at my house now, and I've pulled it out. And it's even more potent than what it was before because it's had time to sit.
See, that's
And
a
yet-
fucking crime.
The taste is still fucking spectacular.
And you've been up here how many times since last summer? Couple now?
Twice.
And not once did you fucking bring any and leave. You know?
Now, here.
No, Ty. There's no excuse.
Now,
There's
listen
not
here.
a single fucking
You came
excuse
down.
that you can give
You
me
came down.
that would be legit enough that you did not bring any goddamn shine with you and leave it here. Not one. You were here for Friendsgiving and you didn't bring any fucking shine. That is
That is
criminal.
You know why? Because y'all a bunch of mooching motherfuckers are going to drink all my goddamn shine.
Well, what are you supposed to do? You fucking just leave it in the cabinet and it look pretty?
Yeah,
Moochers, I told you I would fucking pay you.
you're right. And we gave you a list of stuff, and you tell us what you want. And the next time we
did.
put an order in,
I
we will
did
get
tell you what I
stuff.
wanted.
Huh?
I did tell you what I want, and you didn't bring it.
I haven't got another order put in. Hello?
Well, you're not going to put another order in until we drink the shit. So bring it the fuck up here, and we will help you out with that, buddy.
No, I can't put another order in until stuff is back to normal because
Oh,
we
that
have
shit
to-
started just a couple weeks ago. What were you doing the rest of the time?
No. See, the end of the season in the NASCAR season came. Let's just say that this distributor that we get it from shows up to NASCAR events. And when there are no NASCAR events going on, trust me, we've already got an order for probably a good $1,000-something ready to go, but we can't do it until a NASCAR event shows up. See what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down?
No, I'm really not. Well, you can't
The vendor.
drive to the what? Your dealer? You can't drive to your dealer. You got to have your dealer drive to you.
No, it's not how that works.
Oh my god. Maybe we should just start our own distillery and we'll make some shine.
I would love to.
Dude, let's do it.
We've already talked about we're gonna go to that distillery here in Indy.
I mean, we'll have to
What
do
was
it in
it called?
secret. We'll have to do it in secret, though, just in case there's more than a couple of us gathered at one time. Because you don't want to get arrested for,
Well, the distillery is not open currently.
I mean,
They
if
won't
we
say shit if you
started-
pull up in a Raptor.
If we started our own distillery, Ty,
Oh, we're not going to say anything to anybody when that happens.
that's track with me here. Keep up with me. That's what I'm saying. If we started our own distillery, we would have to do it in secret, so we didn't get caught in a mass group brewing shine.
Right.
Right.
We probably shouldn't say that to the public.
Well,
on
it's
an
not
open
like our
podcast.
lazy asses are actually going to do it anyways. So, I mean,
Well, I
don't
know, yeah, that's
really
true.
see where the harm is.
That's true.
We talk a big game, but really,
The Macatech show is not to be taken too seriously.
that's right.
No.
You can't take anything we say serious.
Unless we fact checked it. Let's talk about this shit. I'm done looking at truck I'm going to get
Are
here.
you? Are you sure you're on fucking board now?
Well, I
we burned
stopped
up
looking
30
at the
minutes.
Raptors.
30 minutes we've burned up waiting for you to get fucking on board.
I stopped looking at the Raptors because they're awesome, but I started looking at the Laramie Blacked Out Edition. Some bitch is tight. Anyways, let's
Christ.
talk about what upset
I
you.
like that name. That is a fantastic name.
What's that?
Gene.
Yeah,
Read this
that's
thing. That is a fantastic name.
that was awesome. That was awesome. Awesome. I even said congratulations
What are you talking
Between
about?
Gene, it's gonna have a son in May, and
All I saw was him post, dude, this has been one terrible week.
well, we're on a different chat board than you are.
Oh,
It's further down the line here.
it's not
we're
coming up for me. So.
Can we say the name on? Can we say the name on here? Because I think it's a fantastic name.
No, I don't think that is fair unless he comments and says that we have permission to, because that's just not. I mean, but yeah.
Well, congratulations, Gene.
I mean, the middle
didn't
name's
see it, but
the middle name's all
congratulations.
right, but that first name is awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
Sorry.
What are you sorry about?
I said
He's
the
a
middle
sorry
name's all
son
right,
of a
but the
bitch.
first
That's
name's
what he's
awesome.
sorry about.
Oh, he's a sorry. Ty is?
Ty's a sorry son of a
He
bitch.
said it's cool. He said it's cool.
Okay, so my brother here, he's gonna have a new son in May, and his name is Cannon Dean Landers. I think that's awesome. It's pretty cool.
Badass name. I like that name.
I mean, I'm a little biased because I got my middle name in there, so that's badass. Like, do people actually sit down and like think of names for people? Like, do they have to roll together like your middle name?
It's not required, but a lot of people do.
Like, no, I'm talking about the syllables in the name. Usually the middle name is one or two syllables, right?
Okay, yeah, sure.
What is he laughing at?
Kids 16 years from now, they're going to go to the damn, and I'm not going to say, I'm just going to say this. Kids 16 years from now that are born in, let's say, September, let's do the math on that, right? Are going to go to the DMV and like, okay, and what's your first name? Sochal, okay. And the middle name? Distance. Oh. Oh. You're one of those Corona kids. Gotcha. Okay.
Social distance. I like that. It almost sounds like French.
Right.
What's your name? Sherman?
Sherman.
What's your middle name?
Sure.
Ultra?
Ain't got no.
What's your nickname? Two Ply? That'll be the next rapper. Two Ply.
Two ply. I already put myself on Forbes magazine. I am the king of two ply. I am the king of two ply.
Oh,
That's
God.
the new rapper's name's coming out.
Yeah.
Out of stock.
Out of
TP
stock.
Out of stock.
Out of stock.
With his hit single, No More Left.
With his hit single, Gotta Take a Shower.
Oh, my God.
And waffle stomping.
Holy shit. On that note, let's hear a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Dino Mac, and you're listening to the Mac Attack Show. You're able to hear this podcast for free because of our sponsors. One of our sponsors is DAP Photography. The photos you want, the memories you won't forget. Also sponsored by Funwear Studios. Find them on Facebook, follow their link, and get yourself a personalized clothing item. You can also get the Mac Attack Show's t-shirts and Dino Sports Bar t-shirts there.
Are you tired of having a get-together and somebody showing up with a boombox? Are you wanting to add an element to your event that will make it epic? Are you tired of paying for overpriced DJs that only deliver music and not a night of memories that will be talked about for years? Then call D Music Company and let us show you how to have a real party. Dances, weddings, reunions, or maybe you're just lonely and want to party by yourself. If there's a crowd, we'll get them to boogie down. So call today to book your next event that you will never forget. 574-952-4169. That's 574-952-4169. Mention the Mac Attack Show and receive $25 off. Don't settle for a champ. call a master.
Hey, it's that guy Ty from the Mac Attack Show. I don't mean to bug you, but if you live in the Indy area and are having pest issues, call Bugs Be Gone. They can take care of anything from ants and bedbugs to roaches and termites. Give them a call at 317-945-2965. Tell them the Mac Attack Show sent you and get 20% off your services. They have been taking care of Indy customers for over 15 years, trusting them to take care of your pest needs. Again, call Bugs Be Gone at 317-945-2965 and tell them the Mac Attack Show sent you.
We all know someone, at least one person in our life, that's got an oil stain in the middle of their driveway. Or maybe they got some moss or some mold on their patio. Well, I've used these guys before, and I suggest that you use these guys now. A&R Power Washing LLC, located in Chesapeake, Ohio. They power wash homes, decks, patios, porches, roofs, driveways, sidewalks, boats, travel trailers, bumper pole, fifth wheel, it doesn't matter. These guys got commercial grade hot water power washing that will take out any stain for you guys. Call or email today for a free estimate. Phone number 304-962-6568. Again, that number is 304-962-6568. Or you can email them at arpowerwashing@yahoo.com. Tell them you heard them on the Mac Attack Show. And Dino Mac, the Mac Attack Show, has powered and grouped up with A&R Power Washing LLC to give you 10% off your next order. Call now.
I know. It's a 3-minute and 11-second long promo. We went
Well,
from like a
having fun,
45-second promo to an hour-and-a-half promo.
I mean,
guys, we're
Jesus.
back. Make sure that you guys check out our sponsors, support our sponsors. This is how you get to hear it for free. All our bullshit and idiotic things that we talk about.
I'm telling you right now, the only thing we're missing from our promos is a guy climbing on one of those little giants and breaking through that son of a bitch. That's how long these things are now.
I'm loving this chat board. This whole, we got little Corona, we got little vaccine, or little Corona FT, little Lime hit single, I can't breathe.
Yeah, because the ticks didn't die off. We had a mild winter this winter, and now before you know it, it's going to be Corona with Lyme.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Corona.
So let's talk about this. Let's what's been eating at you, hillbilly? Let's hear it.
You are wanting to get into this.
Yes, because and we can even go over if you want to, because what I want to do is that earlier on in the podcast, I think it was on Lunchtime Pipeline Show. We had an event, and somebody took us seriously, and this time we are going to be serious, because the only time that we're serious is when we can back it up with actual websites and facts that we have came across, and that's where we would get our information. So now we're going to give some factual information and or conspiracy theories, and where you can get those conspiracy theories, facts at, if that makes any sense to anybody. So let's do this. What's been eating at you about this coronavirus, dude?
Okay, so first off, let's talk about the coronavirus and what it actually is. Okay, let's call it what it is. It is a respiratory viral infection, right?
Gotcha.
Now, having said that, this shit is very bad. It is very dangerous, right?
There
We would
goes
all agree
Sausage
on that.
Fingers. Yeah, because Sausage Fingers is typing right now. We can agree on that.
Well, should we wait?
No,
Till
we
he's
should
done.
Wait for what?
For
Keep
you
going.
to get done going on the fucking
Listen here,
keyboard
man.
yet.
I cannot help it. I am still doing research as you're talking.
Coach,
Go
you know
ahead.
we love you, right?
Yeah. Sometimes we love you so much we just want to rip your little head off. But so anyways, we know the coronavirus, very bad. It's very dangerous. Okay. I am all about taking precautions. I'm all about, Ty, you work for the company that sprays, the everything that we're seeing nowadays. I don't know if you guys started to see the plexiglass shields at like gas stations
Everywhere.
or
They're everywhere.
yeah. Well,
Gas
like
stations, the CVS's, Walgreens. It doesn't matter if you go up to a counter, plexiglass there.
yep. And even Lowe's. Lowe's is they will, when you walk up there, you make your purchase, as soon as you walk away, they actually come out and around and spray everything down, including the plastic shield. And man, I think that's great. This is awesome. The part that's really bugging the shit out of me, though, is the media. That's where things are getting really fucked up. Okay. Gene just posted something on the chat board. Says, I've got a true story for you that's fucked up that happened this week in our community. It's so fucked up. Fucking urinals said stay back 6 feet. What the fuck?
Are you serious? Can we get a picture to prove that? Is that like a...
Yeah.
Like, seriously? Like, okay, that's going too far.
Yeah. He said, goddamn floor took a hit.
I mean, you got to really arc that thing for 6 feet.
No shit.
I can do it. Case of Mountain Dew, I can do it.
So we've all heard it before, okay? And this has nothing to do with politics, okay? Whether you're Republican, whether you're Democrat, whether you're Libertarian, whether you're Lord of the Flies party, it doesn't matter. Let's take that out of there, okay? So the whole blaming Trump for the whole damn thing, or blaming the Democrats for the whole damn thing, let's take it out, all right? When you get on to the news, you watch TV, you see the media, okay? What I'm getting sick and tired of is it's always one-sided. They never take responsibility for their shit. But the part that's really getting me is through doing some research and through some of the stuff that I've found out recently. You do this research. I don't watch the TV anymore. I don't watch the news channels anymore. Everything that they put on there is fake to me. I try to do my own research. I try to, if somebody says, hey, did you hear, 10,000 people died of corona in New York alone, I'm going to get on there and try researching that up. I'm not just going to take your word for it, because a lot of people are listening to the news and they're taking everything they're saying at face value. And what I have found is that the media is grossly embellishing a lot of this shit with what's going on. Now, I won't say everybody, but a lot of people are pretty, we got pretty good amount of common sense. We can understand what you're saying. I don't want you to sugarcoat it, but don't bullshit us either. Okay? And the fact that they've gotten on here and they've talked about all these deaths that have happened, and there's not as many as you think. There was a doctor that got on the internet and posted a video. And he was talking about some of the simple things, simple remedies that you can take to prevent yourself from getting COVID, and what they're doing with patients that come in with COVID. And these medications are working. And the doctors are trying to get the media to, put this out there. Because, a doctor's a doctor. He's not going to get on there and do the news report, right? He's going to treat his patients. The media is the ones that need to be letting people know. This is where our information is supposed to come from, okay? but they're not doing it. They're not talking about it. And a lot of these doctors, and they're using the same shit, and they're seeing the same results, they're getting pissed because there's no, you see what I'm saying? There's nobody's reporting on it. One of the stories that I heard that just really got me going was that the CDC and the World Health
Organization,
right? The World Health Organization, sent a thing out to these doctors, these coroners, saying that it was acceptable to put down that somebody died of COVID-19 even though you don't have actual facts stating that person, or proof stating that person died of COVID-19. Okay?
COVID.
It's COVID.
It's Corona time.
So, one of the things that as far as proof, because, we try to not talk about stuff in a serious note unless we have the proof. Mm-hmm. There is an interview by Chris Berg. It was posted to Twitter. This is on, let me see here.
At what? That's what Twitter people are going to want to know. At what?
It's at Chris Berg, POVNOW. It was posted on April 7th. And the brief description is that a Dr. Scott Jensen said that he received a 7-page document from MN Health to fill out death certificates with the diagnosis of COVID-19, whether the person actually died from COVID-19 or not. Okay? So I'm going to play this real quick so you can hear it. It's only about 2 minutes long, but give me 1 second here.
Document that could have told me that if I had an 86-year-old patient that had pneumonia but was never tested for COVID-19, but sometime after she came down with pneumonia, we learned that she had been exposed to her son, who had no symptoms, but later on was identified with COVID-19, that it would be appropriate to diagnose on the death certificate COVID-19. Now, we've not done that. If someone has pneumonia and it's in the middle of a flu epidemic, and I don't have a test on influenza, I don't diagnose influenza on the death certificate. I will say this elderly patient died of pneumonia.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but my heart is sinking right now as you're telling me this. You're a doctor. Why in the world would they be sending you out information to fill out death certificates, whether the person's been diagnosed with COVID-19 or not, but then to say in the death certificate this person's death was caused by COVID-19? That does not sound right to me.
I went to the person in our office who does most of the death certificates over the last 10, 20 years, and I said, does this sound right? I had her look at the documents that I printed off. And she said, well, we've always been told that you always put down just facts. You don't put down any probabilities. You don't put any presumptions down. It's just what you know. And so this is concerning. And it actually gets to your point, Chris. When we start talking about the data that goes into the model, we have to ask ourselves a question. Are we being forthright? Are we sharing with the public? Minnesota, North Dakota, we don't need to be having it sugar-coated. We want to know what's going into your modeling.
So with that being said, why would they want to skew the number of deaths due to COVID-19?
Well, fear is a great way to control people, and I worry about that. I worry that sometimes we're so darn interested in just jazzing up the fear factor.
Okay. So did you hear that last part? Jazzing up the fear factor. Getting people afraid. Terrified. People are terrified right now. And so that was the report that I had seen. Or that was the tweet that I'd seen. And I know what people are thinking. Well, that's a That's a news report. Bill, you said do the research. Actually go out and find it, right? So I did. So I looked up this is from the cdc.gov. This is the website. You can get on www.cdc.gov. And on there is that document. And this is what it says. And I'm not going to read the whole thing because Christ is 7 pages. But this is the part that I highlighted. And I posted this to Facebook so people could see it. It said, in cases where a definite diagnosis of COVID-19 cannot be made, but it is suspected or likely, example, the circumstances are compelling within a reasonable degree of certainty, it is acceptable to report COVID-19 on a death certificate as probable or presumed. Now, to me, that's fucking malpractice. That's not right. We don't go off of what we think happened. You heard the guy. He said, we have always been told, you put down the facts.
The facts.
So why are the fucking numbers getting raised up?
Well, I
What's
did a
your
little
thoughts
bit
on
of
that?
research myself, and yeah, everybody can actually go to Google right now. You can look up the statistics. It gives worldwide, United States, Spain, blah, 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 cases per 1 million people, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I just want people to do the math here, and I'm pretty sure we all have got an education enough to, the majority of the people that do listen to this podcast are, 18 and older. So confirmed cases just in the United States. Now, these are people that has tested positive, like indefinitely, for COVID-19. Okay, check this out: 502,000. Okay, now check these numbers out. Completely way off. Out of the 500,000 people that have been tested positive, 28,706 have recovered, and 18,679 people have died from it. Now, you do the math. If 502, what are we waiting on? A couple 100,000? Like what happened to the rest of them? What do they do? What's going on with them right now? 28,000 recovered, 18,000 died. This is just in the U.S. 500,000, more than 500,000 people have tested positive for this virus. Dude, what's up with the other
people?
We're missing some people here.
Well, and then
are they in limbo?
And then to go along with what we just heard, they're being told to put the death certificates down as probable or presumed. How do we know that 18,000 is actually an accurate number?
So, Hillbilly, what you're saying is if somebody straight up has a heart attack, that's a heart attack. That's a heart attack and a stroke combined, people. Okay? Let's say somebody has a heart stroke and that's what they die of. You're telling me that doctors are instructed by the CDC and the World Health Organization to straight up say, no, they didn't die of that. They died of COVID-19. That's what you're telling me. That's what you're telling us.
That's what it appears is going on.
Well, son of a bitch. 9/11 was an inside job.
The facts there, too. They're saying that, how many of these people that are dying that are over the age, let's say they're over the age of 80, that have, let's say they even have pneumonia, or they even have the flu-like symptoms. Or let's say they even have coronavirus. Let's say they did get the coronavirus and they're in their 80s. Guess what? These are the same people that probably would have died from a normal cold, but because they have the coronavirus, they died because of coronavirus. No, they died because they were old and their body couldn't handle fighting it. How many of these people are fighting cancer or, have had, radiation treatment, chemo treatment? They have no immune system and now they're going to get sick because of this. Well, shit, they could have gotten sick and died from anything. Like, these are the numbers that you're looking at. And I'm not saying that this stuff's not spreading. I'm not saying that this stuff is not contagious. I am saying that if you look at the numbers, people that are in certain age groups are like 99% recovery rates. Now, there are people that go to the doctor's office, right? And because we don't have enough tests, they may even have the symptoms of the coronavirus, are getting sent home to say, quarantine yourselves, stay as healthy as you can, do this, do that, right? And they're not even getting tested for coronavirus. So when all this is said and done, if they could have actually tested everybody that has the possibility of having coronavirus, which we can't because we don't have the testing abilities, I guarantee you'll find that this thing probably has the same kill rate as what the normal flu was if you weren't falsifying documentation.
Yep. Well, and it leads to question, why are we falsifying these documents? And I honestly think that's a topic for a different show. I kind of want to just focus on the coronavirus on this one. But there's some sneaky, shady shit going on in the world. And, too much have the American people, my fellow Americans, okay? We are all Americans. It doesn't matter what political background you have. It doesn't matter what religious background you have. I have my beliefs. Ty, you have yours. Dean, you have yours. We are still Americans in this country. We have a responsibility, a right and a responsibility to take care of our country. And way too often, people are just okay with waking up, going to work, coming home, collecting a check, sitting down in front of my big screen TV, binge-watching Tiger King, playing on the internet, going to sleep, and waking up the next morning just to do this shit again. We don't want to know.
Bitch.
Huh?
That fucking bitch.
That fucking Carol Baskins.
When I find her, I'm going to drop kick her.
But the problem is that we have allowed the government to, one step at a time, take a little bit more freedom away. A little bit more freedom away. A little more freedom away. Look at us right now. We are willfully locked up. And we just said, okay, no problem. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. People are getting arrested for going to the park. Now, I saw that on Facebook. Whether that's actually true or not, I don't have any backing for that. I didn't look that up. But, hey, there's some homework for you. There's the first step that you can take. Get off your ass. Get on the fucking internet. Start researching some of this shit. Find out for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Don't believe me. Go find out for yourself. That's a great statement. There was a doctor, his name is Eric Neptune. I found him on Facebook. I sent this video to Dean. I can't remember if I sent it to you, Ty. Did I send that to you, that 30-minute long video?
Yeah, I don't know.
I probably sent it to you. You probably didn't watch it.
Probably not.
This guy, he sounds pretty legit. And I've talked to at least one doctor, and I'm not going to say who it is, because I'm not going to throw him out there. You can talk to your own doctor about it. I didn't get permission from this guy to talk about him, so I'm not going to say who or where he's from. But I sent that video to him, and I had him watch it. I was like, so what do you think? And he's like, dude, this is what a lot of us have been trying to get out there. What this guy talks about is how this over-the-counter shit that you can get is helping to greatly reduce the amount of time that you're sick, keep you off of a ventilator, and possibly keep you from getting it in the first place.
Now, remind you, the doctor that made that video, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He's a doctor, but he's just a chiropractor.
He is just a chiropractor, but
that's how simple it is. That's how simple it really is.
Yeah, a chiropractor got this figured out. I mean, come on. And yes, he is a chiropractor, but he is a registered doctor, and he does have a lot of doctors that he will FaceTime with, and they will go live on Facebook, and he talks to doctors all over the world. He talks to doctors all over the United States. And so, yeah, he's just a chiropractor, but he's a doctor, and he has other people on there that he's talking to that are saying the same shit. Zinc and qualine. Qualine you can find in tonic water, because I know in Indiana you can't get qualine over the counter. He was saying, I think he said 50 milligrams of zinc and 3 to 4 ounces of qualine, I think is what he said, every morning. He said that, and he explained why that works. And I didn't look that up, I should have. But I know he said the qualine opens up your cell walls to be able to push toxins out and to accept good nutrients in. As far as the zinc, I can't remember what he said that does. I think it has something to do with attacking the virus, but it's not a cure. Okay, nobody has a cure for this. This is just like the flu. There is no cure for the flu. Okay, Tamiflu is not a cure for the flu. It is a medicine that helps relieve a lot of your symptoms and makes the flu come and go faster. And that's what this zinc and qualine is doing. He also said the anti-malaria drugs are working real well on patients, to the point where they got people coming in. And again, he said this on his video, and he confirmed it with several other doctors, that people are coming in, they are on the verge of going on a respirator. These guys are hitting them with a high dose of zinc and a high dose of qualine, and within about 8 hours, their symptoms are turning around, and within 1 to 2 days, they're walking out of the hospital. Why aren't they, if this is something that is that effective, why aren't they testing this further? Why aren't they going further with this? I know the doctors are trying to get it done, but, if you get COVID-19 and you go to your doctor, talk to him about some of this stuff. See what he has to say. Maybe it's worth a shot.
If you get a chance, if anybody here has the app TikTok, this pretty cool fellow that I just discovered, he's got over 10,000 followers. His name is Jesse Payne. He's just a family guy that loves God and his country. He's just a truth seeker, kind of one of those live, love, laugh kind of people. It's at Jesse, JESSEPAYNE 8, at Jesse Payne 8 on TikTok. He's got a video, TikTok video of a doctor, actually, New York and Brooklyn, I think, and people were saying that they were overran by so many people wanting to get tested, and it's just getting crazy and stuff, and there's nobody. There's one tent set up. There's nobody out there. They're not overflowing. Just one of those things where, we encourage our listeners to believe what you want to believe. Do your own research, but sometimes I wouldn't take it for completely for what it is. Because, look, Heavy D said it the best. Sometimes you're just going to have to accept that bad shit happens. In reality, bad shit happens. And it's not always a conspiracy. And he's right. There's not always a conspiracy to these things. A lot of people say that it's disrespectful to the over 3,000 lives that were lost in 9/11 to think that 9/11 was a conspiracy. Well, it's in a sense, it's kind of disrespectful, but it's not, because those people really never got justice, if you think about it.
I was just going to say, but if it comes out with the truth,
right?
And we are seriously lacking on that nowadays. And it's funny that you bring up that point, because I am going to put a link in the chat board right now, if it will let me. And it will not. Damn it. This link is so long, I'm not going to try to read this off. It's www.breitbart.com. So this was a story that was posted, and It said about 2 weeks ago on March 22nd. I'm not going to read this whole thing. You can read it for yourself. But about 2 weeks ago on March 22nd, CBS News used deceptively edited footage for the first time. Reported that CBS News was caught red-handed using chaotic footage from an Italian hospital in a story about New York City hospitals. CBS said it was an editing mistake. We took immediate steps to remove it from all platforms and shows. Let me get down here.
I want to know, Coach, you got anything to weigh in on this here?
I mean, here's the thing, right? I'm going to go back in history here, okay? When we were first getting into stuff, okay, like when the news media was going out there and the newspapers were out there before we had TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only way that the United States people could stay informed for, like, you know, stuff that was happening in World War II for all those people overseas, and like the media was what we needed to enlighten ourselves, to educate ourselves on what's happening in the in the world situations. And we started to give the media power then, which is fine, because the only way to understand what's happening is to educate yourself about what's happening. And we used our leaders were educated people because they knew how to get that information.
Right.
But the problem is that there's so much media out there now that has no credential at all. None. There's no credit to anything they do.
Denzel Washington said it best in an interview when he was talking to the paparazzi. He goes, how important it is for you to be right, but now for you don't have to be right. It's about being first.
Yeah, that's the thing. Media goes out, and if they're the first to break the news, whether they're completely wrong, I mean, they could be completely wrong, but if they're the first to break the news, they're the ones that get the credit for it. Because all they'll do is they'll find out what happens. They'll go back and they'll, you know, rectify an issue that they've said that was wrong or something like that. But the fact of the matter is they still got the first hit on it. So they're the ones that are going to be the go-to people for it.
I just saw at 11 p.m. last night, Revolt TV on YouTube. It's free. You guys can watch it. They went live. P. Diddy got a couple of his homies, and the mayor of New Orleans, or the mayor of Louisiana, was there. We had the AOC. She was up in that bitch. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Reverend Al Sharpton was there. They was all on, you know, conference calls and stuff like that, and they was talking about how they believe that 70% of the deaths of this COVID-19 is black people, and it's hitting the black communities very hard. And they believe that this is racist. This is, you know, what I got out of what they talk, and I just watched a little bit of the live thing. They believe that it's something to do with the ethnicity of black people, black culture. You know, it's one of those things that your work is worth something, but your life is not. And one of the smartest things I think I've ever heard the AOC say, she said that we need to take a step back and realize that it's humanity that is worth something, not about your color, not about your, you know, your classification, you know, your middle class, high class, you know. She said, if it's pretty much the same thing I've been saying this whole time, if it's this serious and this bad of a deal, we need to shut it all down. Internet, water, food, everything. Shut it down. Nobody move. Stay where you are. But it's not serious. It's a bunch of fear. It's a bunch of, you know, and the one thing that they never mentioned on any of the people that talked on that show on YouTube, never mentioned anything like Hillbilly said. Pretty much, if you die of a heart stroke, no, You died of COVID.
Yeah.
I got leukemia. Roman Reigns in WWE right now. He's not on. Why? Because he doesn't want to. He's got a low immune system. He doesn't want to do anything. It'd be the same thing for the flu.
Yep.
You know, but it's not that serious. Like, I don't know where we take the seriousness is. You know, we've gotten to the point where we got, like, hillbilly, like you said.
You can't trust the media. You gotta go research it for yourself.
I'm going to rub my balls on everything. All the doors. I'm going to jail probably.
Well, like I was talking about on this report, this report was posted April 9th. Okay? They said that March 22nd is when they used this footage. And they were caught. And if you get on at CBS News on Twitter, they aired an apology saying that they called out for airing footage of a hospital in Italy and saying it was New York. They apologized and said it was an error. Okay? Over this weekend, because this was April 9th that this was posted, over the past weekend, they did it again. Used the same video to mislead its viewers, this time talking about a Philadelphia hospital. It was the same fucking video.
Jesus.
So,
what about Riker Island over there, or what about Rikers? Huh? What about that? What about the inmates over at Hart Island?
I didn't
digging graves, mass graves. I mean, people. I posted a video today. Digging mass graves at Hart Island that is now designated as a cemetery, but it's got 1 million people in it or so, whatever. But the inmates are just digging these bodies that nobody has claimed, no family members are claimed or whatever, and it's just that COVID-19. Yep, COVID.
Yeah.
COVID.
And I'm sorry, if that body is so infected with COVID-19, then it makes no sense to bury it in a mass grave. Why aren't they doing cremations?
Mm-hmm.
If they won't release the body to you because of COVID-19, okay, then why aren't you cremating? I mean, they're making it look like freaking a Nazi camp here. You can get on there and see these pictures of this crap.
Right.
You know, I'm sorry.
If it really was that bad, like the big tuberculosis wards and things like that we used to have back in the day, you know, tuberculosis was a widespreading thing too. And what they do, as soon as the bodies were dead, they took them to the body chutes and they took them and cremated them.
Yeah. I'm just saying, the mainstream media, you know, don't just believe everything you see on the damn TV. Don't believe everything you see on Facebook. Go look it up. You know, and one of the things that really just irked me about this, that really set it off, was I had a friend that posted something about Corona. And it was a funny meme, you know. Everybody got a good little chuckle out of it. But one of the ladies commented on it, and I don't know her. I don't know who she is. But she said, "I can't believe you think this is funny. Over 60,000 people have died of this disease already just in the United States." Which, you know, if we go off the statistics that you read, Dino Mac, that's nowhere even close to what you read. You said 18,000, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, she said 60,000, and my first reaction was to get on there and reply to that and say, "I'm so sorry to hear about your loss. Which family member did you lose?" Well, none of them. Okay, so if it wasn't your family member, where in the fuck did you hear that? Who told you that it was 60,000 people had died?
Mm-hmm.
She just pulled a number out of her ass and threw it on there. Or she saw something on something. I mean, because, hell, every time you open up the internet, I can't even open up my fucking weather app without it saying, "Get the latest on Corona-19." Okay? I open up my Google Maps, get the latest on Corona-19. And every single one of them, every single one of them has a different statistic on there about COVID-19. None of it fucking matches up.
COVID.
I mean, whatever happened to journalism being all about getting the truth? It didn't matter what religion. It didn't matter what political party. It didn't matter who you were. They wanted to get the truth and get it to the American people. And now, like you said, Dean, it's all about who can get it out there first. Doesn't matter if it's accurate or not.
Yeah, Denzel Washington said that. Denzel Washington, he just looked him right in the face. He said it's not about being right, it's about being first.
Yep.
So how important it is for you to be right.
You know, I'd rather be last and tell the truth. I'd rather be last and tell the truth. You know?
And for all the religious haters too, you know, all the religious haters, you know, people pretty much saying that, you know, how can God let this happen and all that stuff too. And it's all like, you know, if you're religious out there and, you know, I don't care what religion you believe in, it's just one of those things. This is like, you know, if you believe in good, you definitely have to believe in bad. You know, and for all the new babies that are born, there's a lot of pushing going on and not enough pulling. Just saying. But anyways, that's besides the point.
And that's something that if you wanted to do a show on at some point, let's talk about that. Let's bring that up as to why. Let's talk about why God would allow something like this to happen. I mean, I don't think we should do it here, but if you wanted to have a show on that, I'd be more than willing. I mean, because that brings up a great point. You know, again, that's for people who believe. You know, that's up to you to decide. I'm not going to judge you either way, but you know, there's a lot of things that are happening right now that you can look at the Bible and translate into what's going down.
I used to have a lot of faith in the internet, but I don't have faith in the internet no more.
I really don't have a lot of faith in any of this stuff.
Everything is so digitally fabricated. I mean, we got Bill Gates trying to chip us now with ID 2020 and shit. I mean, come on.
Yep.
Come on, guys. Before you know it, they're going to be COVID-19 vaccines, and your kids aren't going to be able to go to school till they get that vaccine. You know,
hey, it's a very, I mean, does it seem far-fetched? Sure it does. But it just seems so far-fetched that it could be possible. You know, and I know people say I'm getting my little tinfoil hat out right now. But think about it. Think about it. I mean, if you would have mentioned anything that is happening right now, if you start looking into a lot of the conspiracy theories that we have, a lot of the deep, dark shit, okay? If you took all that information and you went back 20, 30 years and told people, hey, this is going to happen in 20 or 30 years, they would run you out of town for being a fucking lunatic. They wouldn't buy into that shit. They'd be like, nah, that's futuristic shit. That would never happen. But it's fucking happening. We have never, as a country, been on lockdown. Separation of church and state. The government got churches to shut down. That has not happened in our history, to my knowledge.
They're not allowed to do that.
But they did it.
That's the real meaning of church, separation of church and state.
But they did it. You show me a church right now that's in service. There's not very many. And they all are scared that they're going to get shut down. And some of them, from what I've heard, have even been shut down.
They're on Skype. They're having sermons on Skype.
Well, yeah, they're still doing that, but there's something to be said about actually getting up, getting dressed, going there. Okay? You know, this, we don't have bedside Baptist and, you know, couch Pentecost. Okay? People actually get up, they get dressed, they go give God an hour and a half of their time, and then they go home. That's what we all have normally done.
Not me.
They've been doing that for the past 2 2,000, 3,000 years. And if you don't, that's up to you. I mean,
I can have fellowship and worship with you right now. Right now.
We could.
With you and Coach Ty. I can do it.
I mean, I'm thinking that's good. They're still at least putting it out on Facebook. They're still getting the word out. But you see what I'm saying? It's supposed to be separation of church and state. Yet they have said, we don't want you to have service. We don't want you to gather, is what they said. They didn't say you couldn't have service. They just don't want you to gather.
Yeah.
So, there's just there's so many things out there. This, like the baby. Did you want me to talk about the baby?
The baby? All I know is the day I saw 3 teenagers hanging out on the sidewalk together. They was walking down the road. I rolled down my window. I said 6 feet and rolled my window back up.
That's funny.
And they looked at me like, what the hell is he talking about?
So, anyways, like I said, it just irritates the shit out of me. They're causing unnecessary fear and panic amongst the American people, and we're just sitting back and letting it happen. And to me, that's sad. It really is.
It's not that we're sitting back and letting it happen. There's just nothing we can do to fix it.
That's everybody's excuse. That's everybody's excuse. Oh, I'm just one person. What am I going to do? And you're right. As one person, you're right. There ain't a goddamn thing you can do about it. But you get everybody to unite and start talking about it and start screaming about it, shit happens. See, the problem is we are not supposed to fear our government. Our government is supposed to fear us. That's why we have the militia. That's why you have the right to bear arms. Okay? But not now. Everybody's so goddamn scared to do anything. Tell me I'm lying. Who's standing up to these people? Nobody.
I'm going to sell one of my guns. So just putting that out there.
How much you want for it?
$350, just for one.
Well, we'll talk about it. So, anyways, like I said, y'all do your own research. My whole point of this was to get people to start waking up and actually researching this shit instead of just taking for everything that you see on TV, on the internet, at face value. You read one report and you take it as gospel. No, take that report, Google the shit that's in that report, and find out for yourself if this is legit or not. That's my whole point with this thing. And at this point, we've been going on for an hour and 20 minutes. I feel like I've beat this dead horse enough. Unless you guys have something to add to it, I don't know what else we can say or do to try to convince people to not just take everything they hear at face value.
COVID.
You ain't got nothing?
I don't have anything because I don't know what else to say to people than go back to work, quit being so damn afraid. Everybody dies, man. Everybody dies. House said it the best. Everybody lies and everybody dies.
Now again, we do know that it is dangerous, and this
is nothing to be joking around about.
All about the precautions. I'm all about people washing their hands. You should have been doing that anyways, you nasty fuckers. Okay, when you cough or you sneeze, cough into the elbow of your shirt. Don't spray it everywhere. Okay, I'm all about the precautions. I definitely think that if we hadn't taken the precautions that we had, we'd be in a much worse situation.
Truth.
My point is that I think the mainstream media is way the fuck over embellishing the amount of deaths that we have. And I don't have time to get into the details of it, but just Google how Florida hospitals have been cutting hours and laying people off because they don't have people coming to the hospital because they're too scared to come to the hospital. Google how the one of the high-ranking officials on the naval ship Mercy that came into New York has been trying to get more patients from the hospitals over to the ship, but can't because there's no patients to get. Not to mention the bureaucratic tape that they have to go through to get a patient. Okay? I don't have time to go into all those details, but Google it. Look it up. I'm telling you, this rabbit hole goes a lot deeper than what we're covering tonight. So, other than that, Ty, you got anything to add?
No, I'm just saying, educate yourself. Don't let people educate you. You need to educate yourself. It's the best way to do it.
Yep, I agree.
Well,
for all the believers out there, Good Friday. We know what that means. And then in 2 days it's Easter. So I don't know about y'all, but on Sunday I'm gonna celebrate. So
have a great Easter, everybody.
Yep, have a great Easter.
And I just want everybody to know that during Easter, and we're celebrating the resurrection of Jesus, you can't eat that ham because science lets us know that you're supposed to cook that big hog for 350 degrees for 25 minutes each pound. It's gonna be.
I'm gonna mute you.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna mute you. You're not allowed to fucking talk anymore tonight. Half the shit you say, half the shit that's come out of your mouth has been what the fuck moments.
That's true.
The fuck moments.
You're supposed to cook pork at 350 degrees, 25 minutes each pound.
Yeah.
So,
what? Okay.
Just saying. That's the truth.
Guys, I'm Hillbilly Hefner. This has been Guy Talk. Thank you to my co-hosts, Coach Ty and Dino Mac, for joining me. We're getting out of here. And just remember, if you see Carol fucking Baskins, make sure you kick her right in the ass for us.
Fuck that bitch.
We're going to get out of here. If you got an issue, I'll bring you a tissue. And do your own damn research. Wash your hands. We're out of here. Peace.
I bet she hasn't got laid since Netflix. Just saying.
She probably hasn't. In fact, I think she's gotten death threats, actually.
Fucking sardine oil my ass. You bitch, you fucking killed him. You know you did. Fuck you. You wait till I see it.
Thanks for everyone for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell. You know all the shit on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.